Yeah. What's up, dudes? You remember this one? Picked this one up recently. So check what I found. If I can, I don't know if I can get this high enough here. If you can see that, my old Mu-Tron wah-wah pedal. It's pretty awesome. It's AC powered, no batteries. Got a little power switch here. And on the side, that's actually a gain knob. You take a flathead screwdriver and put it in there and turn it up. And when I had my Fender Twin, I would run this into the Twin and crank this all the way up, and it really would overdrive the preamp, and I got like some pretty decent distortion out of it. I think I also used, I remember I had an MXR Distortion Plus, and I remember I definitely had a Tube Screamer. But for a while I think I was just using this. It's just sort of an overdrive. And it's volume and wah. And of course I can do both. And it's pretty cool. I bought this in I want to say 1981, because I remember it was a guy. My dad had a tire store. I remember the guy came in and got tires, and the dude, I forget if they traded him for the thing or what, how that worked out. Maybe I just bought it straight up. But I remember him coming to the house and playing it and going, I remember him going like a... You know, I was like, that sounds pretty good. I'm running through TH2. I'm using the Randall T2 head, which I'm pretty sure is my favorite head. And I think what I'm going to do in this video is sort of go through this Randall T2 head in TH2. Obviously, I'm in clean mode right now. And I have it going through, let's see, the matching Randall cab, the T2 cab, and a plate reverb, the reverb, and it's set to 16% wet. Love that amp. Here. Remind me of stuff, because I get on here and I forget. I'm like, oh right, I meant to talk about this. Now sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a faithful shoe. That's a great study in 2-1s. Because all it is a 2-1. You know. And then they just keep switching keys. You know. Then it's and so forth. I really love this amp. So that's the clean sound. I'd like to, this is with the single coil. Here it is with the humbucker. You can already hear it, it's definitely warmer. Here we'll add a little bit of volume swell. Unfortunately, there's like a gate on here. I can hear it affecting it because it pops open. Let's try the wah-wah. Funky. Hearing a little distortion. Well. You can really hear the every response. It's also the pick I'm using though. Listen to the chime on that. Little overdrive I'm hearing. I'm loving these picks. These are those Timbertones, and I've been meaning to do a video on them. I've been just absolutely loving the Timbertone picks. I like the horn. I go in and out, you know, the one I like better, the horn or the bone, but I think I like the bone better. You know, it's got such a great grip, and it's got such a nice grip, you know. Listen to the, that pick is just, it's got some great attack. The attack on this pick. Just great. That's where you lose me. Nah. It's getting that extra. Well, we might have to go to a heavier sound. So that's in clean mode. So I'm not going to touch anything. On the left side, there's just a mode, sort of switch. And right now it's set to clean. So I'm just going to move it. The gain is set to, the gain can go between, say, 7 o'clock and 5 o'clock. And it's set to about, say, 1 o'clock. And it's on clean. The level is set to max. The bass is about set to 1 o'clock, maybe 2 o'clock. And then the treble's about noon, and the density and presence are dead center, and the master's down just a hair past dead center. And so I'm going to move it to overdrive mode, and I really like how responsive it is. the knob. It's got a lot more distortion in it than that. I'll turn the knob up slowly. So that's like their crunch mode, right? This is the middle of the road. So there's like 3 modes. There's like clean, and they call this overdrive, and then the next one is called boost. And that's clearly, you know, sort of like clean, rhythm, and then lead, or, you know, boost, whatever you want to call it. Jesus, what the hell was that? Nice crunch sound. You know, and you know, it's got a nice almost like a nice strat tone to it, you know. You know, nice crunch. And then lastly, we'll hit the boost button here. And now we're full blown. I love that T2 head. Let's get that right. Anyway, I go back and forth between TH2, which is what I'm using right now. I'm gonna try out the wah-wah here. It's a very bright wah. I mean, compared to the Crybaby, its claim to fame was that it didn't have a, I don't think it has a potentiometer in it, right? It uses like a needle that crosses over an electric eye or some crap like that. Sounds good though. I was just thinking the other day about, someone asked me about like right hand technique, and it's like I got to do a video on it, because I mean, you take even a simple line like, you know, a classic it's sort of basically a jazz ending, a little tag ending, right? And it's a great little study in actually the major scale, because you get, you know, you get the 1, the 3, the 4, the sharp 4, the flat 5, the 5, the 6, the 7, and the 8. Like most of the fucking scale right there, you know. And I think what's so funny is you can take a line like that, you know, and you can really metal it up, and it's mostly right-hand technique, except for the vibrato, you know. But other than that, it's mostly right-hand technique. And I know I've mentioned it before. It's palm muting. It's attack hitting, which is also like pinch harmonics, but it's weird. There's got to be, we have to have a name for the time when I'm hitting it, but I'm hitting it like that, like that. That's like halfway between plain hitting and really bringing out a harmonic. So it's like I'm not really trying to bring out the harmonic. I am, but just a little bit, you know, like that. There's a classic example right there. Van Halen did that all the time in the palm muting. So you take this, you know, this very standard line, and you hit a nice strong opening. Hit that open, let it ring like right out. You hear how I'm digging into that? It's not. Then I turn on the palm muting, right? Except for the last note, which I want to ring out, and I give a little bit extra pinch to sort of, you know, make it ring a little bit different from the rest. So it's like I'm mixing it up with a sharp hit, ringing out, sort of like pinch hitting, I guess. That's actually pretty funny. And then you start the palm mute, and then you get a nice strong ending with some vibrato. And so something from like this goes to this. That sucked. Hold on. An octave above. You know, something like that. See, I'm mixing it up. I'm not going because that would sound boring. You got to mix it up. So a little bit of palm muting, right? Let one ring out. And it's that sort of mixing up that gives it the... You're taking a phrase that is about as non-metal as it gets, and you're sort of metalling it up, you know. Here's the thing. That is so much easier said than done. It really is. I mean, I've been playing a very long time, and my right-hand technique is developed over a very long period of time. So it's don't expect miracles overnight to be able to play very easily, you know, that kind of technique. But, you know, if you practice it, you'll absolutely get it. And the more you practice it, the more quickly you'll get it. Kind of funny how that works out. And see how I give a little vibrato at the end? A nice little pinky work out there. So, I think working on those techniques, and there's a boatload of videos out there on how to do it. Pinch harmonics. Harmonics are all up and down the string. They get higher at the edge and lower in the middle, and then back higher, you know. So it goes down and then back up again. Sort of a symmetry out from the center. So, you know, you can just grab it with your right hand. But if you overdo it, it does get boring. So you have to kind of mix it up, you know. And that's it. That's a little. I'd like to do a you know, more in-depth video on it. But you know, I don't do a lot of camera techniques. You know, quite frankly, I just turn lights on and play. So I don't know if I can really get it, and you know, I don't know if I could really even tell you how to do it, other than what's already out there 1,000 different ways, and that is to choke up on the pick to get you know, to let the fleshy part of your thumb sort of strike the string at the same time. And in fact, I can feel a callus there on the side of my thumb because I hit the string so much with the side of my thumb. And then for palm muting, it's just, you know, the side of your hand, and it's sort of a if you're too far off the bridge, you mute a little too much, and you've got to really dig into it. And, you know, get yourself a decent pick. And you know, for right hand technique, if you really want to get, and of course, if you're playing lefty, your left hand technique. But the funny thing is I am actually a lefty in everything, all sports, eating, everything left-handed, full-on left-handed, except for guitar. That's the only thing I'm right-handed. But the heavier the pick, the better the attack you're going to get. And if you really want to get into things like, you know, heavy attack picks, or, you know, really soft, you need to get a pick that's going to have some girth to it. So, you know, definitely get yourself something that's at least like heavy or extra heavy. I think if you're trying with a medium or a thin pick to get a sort of a heavy attack, it's going to be a lot harder actually. So here's a little tip for you. Alright guys, I should probably call it a night. It's super late, and I should get to bed. Alright, rock on.